Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. We're going to look at your tarot cards this week. What can I tell Scorpio? What's coming up? Energies, storylines to share with my Scorpio gang out there. I hope you guys are doing well. Scorpio. As always, guys, these are general messages. Take away only what resonates with you, and please release the rest. Scorpio. Here we go with that one. Judgment. All right, what are we looking back at? What do we need to wrap it up? that's what I'm hearing. Wrap it up. What do we need to wrap up? This is a good card, though. It's saying that something is finally coming to closure, or you're getting closure or completion on something. Possibly a job offer. And yeah, especially if you're applying to something, a job that involves a lot of creativity, anything kind of artistry, possibly even something with spirituality. If this is you giving your resume, they're considering moving forward with you. Will they? Yeah, I think they will. I think it's like it's almost being relayed to me as like it's a complicated decision process because they're having to weed out who would fit the role and who wouldn't. But ultimately, it's like, I think their hands will touch. There's like a mountain between them right now. So I almost sense that there was a delay. I don't think it's a blockage. I don't think it's an obstacle. I think it's like they had to bridge the gap of putting the right person in the role that would succeed. You know, almost like a love relationship, or if that makes sense. And I mean, obviously this could be a romantic thing. So sure, if you're reaching out to a fire sign of the past and seeing if they're going to take you up on their offer, that's a little more complicated. My gut reaction says that they're toying with it. Like they still think about it. So if it's a job, my gut reaction is yes. I think there will be a little bit longer in waiting, but I think you will hear back positive results because what you're offering is very real. It's very tangible. It's very solid. I would also say that it's possible there may be negotiations because as well as you would fit the role, and don't take offense to this. This is a good message, but there's something about your experience may not match exactly what they're looking for, and that's why they had to kind of it's almost like I see people in like a meeting group kind of weighing out, well, what if we bring Scorpio on board? Maybe we could give them this, but they don't seem to have as much. Anyway, they're looking at your experience and trying to figure out, well, where can we set Scorpio up for success so that they're not drowning in the workload, where they can actually accomplish things and feel like they took on the right responsibility, because obviously this person doesn't want to hire you and then have you be like, oh, I'm out of my depths. I'm going to go, I'm going to give notice. It's almost like I don't want to oversell this, but I almost sense that it's like they're catering the role to fit your skills and abilities more. But with that, because you don't have, whatever, the ridiculous 3 degrees that they're looking for, because maybe you didn't take that one class in college or whatever it is, right? It doesn't matter. There's something about you may not get the pay grade they were offering. So I think they're going to fiddle with the role to make it meet what you can do, because I think they see value in you. They like what you're offering. But essentially, this negotiation process, it might not be at exactly the salary you want, or there may be some sort of stipulation of like, listen, we were hoping for like a director and you're more of like a coordinator, or do you know what I mean? There's something about, you're a knight, so what you have to offer is good and you can absolutely succeed. There's huge room for growth and potential. And I almost think with this, it's like they see your passion, they see your ability to take action, like you know what you want, right? You're very determined. I think this person appreciates that, but there's a pause or delay of like, but are they exactly right for the role? I think they will move forward with the offer, but it does come with like a slight negotiation. So obviously it's up to you. Do you have to take it? Absolutely not. But a lot of you think this opportunity already passed you by, and I don't think that's true. I think judgment says it's going to come back around, but the final decision will need to be made. And the thing is, if you're applying for the job, the power does rest with you. So if this, depending on what you're willing to negotiate on, if you want X amount of dollars, however you want to negotiate, if they say no, then you can walk away. That's okay, right? I don't know. I have mixed feelings about the Lovers card here, but overall my intuition is like this could be a good fit for you, but it might be an exercise in understanding you're not always going to get everything you want. Sometimes you do have to make, what's the word? I can hear you guys saying it, negotiations, but you have to make, I'm not saying settle. You guys know exactly what I'm trying to say. I can't think of the word. Small compromises. Small compromises, right? So let's just wrap that up then. So with the job, will they bring Scorpio on board? Are they making the offer? Yes, absolutely. Will Scorpio take it? And I mean, I don't even need to pull a card on that because you guys need to trust your intuition. Does it feel right? Are you excited about it? Then do it. Absolutely. Take it. I think an offer is coming through. Will Scorpio take it? Empress, I mean, yeah, I think you will. This may even have to do with reuniting with an old group of coworkers or someone you used to work with. Maybe you network with each other at another job. And so maybe you're not taking the exact role you had at another company or whatever, but there's something very amicable about the environment. I think you would enjoy it, and I think there's good authority there. There's someone who's in a high power of position that sees potential in you and wants to celebrate your successes at the job, if that makes any sense. Possibly something even involving teaching, almost like mother and children, or sort of like a very strong feminist type vibe at this office place. Maybe you're working with women's groups, or quite literally, maybe your boss is a leader, or your boss is a female, or something that it's very friendly to like mother hours or something like that. I think you will take it. Most of you. Do you have to? Of course not. So then I do want to ask again if this is romantic. Trying to tie up something from the past with what seems to be a fire sign, but it doesn't have to be. Someone who's very passionate, somebody who's very charismatic. The Lovers can sometimes indicate options in quite literally lovers, so I'm not sure about that. Let's see. And this could be you too, right? If you have strong Sag in your chart or something like that, you may have decisions to make in lovers. If that's the case, it seems like someone is coming back from the past to make an offer to you, Scorpio. So yeah, for some reason, I'm almost wanting to reverse it. So you guys, pick your player. Doesn't matter to me. I'll read for both. Who's this person of the past coming? Because judgment, they're coming back to make an offer. Any clues on who this person is? Ooh, they have a lot to offer. Love this person. They have a lot of value. They have a lot of patience and balance. They are very spiritually guided, but they practice emotional intelligence. And that may not have always been the case. Maybe they have done a lot of maturing over the years. Maybe they used to be a little bit, I hate to say spiteful because that sounds like a deal breaker, but maybe they fell very hard for you and they learned the lesson of, maybe I approached Scorpio with like too much passion and too much energy. So here's the thing. I think they're coming back around one more time to make sure you're not interested, but they're doing it in a way that's like, hey, just thinking about you, seeing what's up. Let me know if you want to grab coffee. Like they're doing it in a chill way. They're not being like very aggressive. Like, why didn't you call me back? Even this, like, I just like this card. And again, this could be you too, right? If you resonate as the Queen of Cups or something like that, you have a lot to offer, but you're not going to force it on someone. You're just like, hey, I'm interested. Do you want to hang out? And even if you get rejected, I feel like if you can walk away from this easily and not take on that energy of resentment or anything about, like, there's no bitterness. It's just like, I'm going to put myself out there one more time because I feel like there's something here. I feel like there could be something between us, and it's almost like you take a chance and you put yourself out there knowing, I think this is important, you're preparing yourself for either answer. I think that's what these two are saying. Like, I'm giving this person one last chance to see if they're on the same page as me, if they see value in me the way I do them. And if they say no, it's not going to ruffle my feathers. Essentially, this is the last time. And if they say no, I'm going to close off my cup and they're never going to hear from me again. But I am going to put myself out there one last time because I feel guided to. I feel like there could be a nice balance in this relationship. This is Archangel Michael, the angel of love. Like, you feel it for this person or this job, however you want to say it, right? I like this energy. So if this is you, badass, love it. I think it's very nice to take a risk and reach out to someone from the past and just check in, right? Maybe their situation has changed. As long as you're not being overly aggressive or forceful or not holding on to past resentment, right? If you're coming in with a clean cup and something good to offer, which this says you are, you have a lot to offer. So bottom line, whatever result you get, make sure you're honoring your worth, right? If this person is your romantic suitor, where are they at? It could be that they just got out of a relationship, or it's almost like their hands are tied. They're not sure how they want to proceed forward. And it might not even be lovers in terms of having different romantic options. There could be something that's I'm getting physical distance, not emotional distance. There could be some opportunity where they are asked to travel for a job, or they need to go help their parents move, or something that they're literally out of town or something like that. Now, here's the thing. I know that sounds like a really bullshitty excuse. So the Queen of Cups will always trust her intuition, right? If you're getting fed lines about, it's just not a good weekend, but it's happening over and over and over again, That's a sign, right? You cannot force these cups to come together if there isn't a mutual interest, right? So practice emotional intelligence, and I think you will. That's what this says to me. Anyway, before I dig deeper, let's pull some cards on whoever this King of Wands is, whether it's Scorpio or the other person. This person is like, I would say, all in. Like, they're like, let's do this. I'm excited. I love you. Things are good here. Where is this person at? And I have to be honest, guys, it's awesome if you're looking for new love. That's great. Absolutely. Go for it. Why wouldn't you? This storyline is not about someone who's new. None of the cards are indicating this is new to me. So, sorry. But maybe next week it will, right? In fact, actually, stick around. I will pull new love at the end. Or new jobs, whatever this is. Because some of you will choose not to take this person up on their offer. You will go for new love. So, all right. I have to connect my energy. They're not coming out. So where is this person at in regards to this offer being made to them? In fact, what is this Lovers coming up for? What is this decision or what is this choice? Is there still passion in this relationship? Could the passion be reignited? They're questioning that. Yeah, I don't know. I think this person's gut reaction is to see what else is out there before they return to the past. So if this person has already been in another relationship, there's more. I understand this could be initially confusing, so hear me out. If you guys dated and then you separated, right? If this person has already gone off to date someone else, that's a good thing. So even if they are in the midst of dating someone, even if they are currently committed, I'm not necessarily saying you make an offer while there's, if you're instigating third party, don't do that. Save yourself the drama and the hassle. However, if this person has already been in another relationship since, the reason why I'm saying that is good is because they needed to know what else was out there. And so they're satisfying that hunger, essentially. So I don't think there's any way this could come back together without one or both of you dabbling in the bedroom of someone else, right? And whatever, just dating around, because it's almost like this broke up for a reason. So whoever initiated the breakup needed to honor that choice that, okay, I think there's just something that's lacking in this, so I want to see if I can find it somewhere else. And that's a very healthy mindset, right? It doesn't mean they hate you. It doesn't mean they resent you. It means something isn't quite right. So it's like I need to chase that and see that I'm honoring my intuition, right? It's, for me, I don't really get that. It's not about being too choosy. It's not about being picky about, well, my person checks off all these boxes, but what about this one? I don't see it as that. So I think if you're taking it personally, that makes me really question, well, is this the right person then if you're so easily offended? It's almost like if this person went away and you still have respect for them, but you ultimately, it's like, I hope they choose me. I think this person they're definitely contemplating it. I can tell you that. But again, there might be something pulling them in another direction. Like this person might actually be moving locations. In which case, if they're single, that's a great time to be like, hey, let's grab coffee before you leave town, right? Just to see if there's anything there. I get the idea that this person is making a choice to go and travel. And there might be a connection, like something they need to take care of in their family. This is complicated, isn't it? I have to be honest. I do think they're going to find you eventually. Sounds like a hopeless romantic vibe, but I don't know. There's just something about this, especially for my same-sex couples, by the way. There's something so valuable about this person needed to go and discover themselves. It's almost like they got into a relationship when they were very young and a part of them changed and grew in a different direction. And by not honoring that, by sacrificing all the adventures they were supposed to have, they would have been unhappy in this relationship because there was always that factor of the unknown. Well, did I miss out on it? This person had to go off and chase that thing or do that thing or go to that country or take that job in order to find out what was there and to see if they were passionate about it. Again, this won't be everyone's story, but the cards are so strong here. I just think there's something about this person needed a break. This person needed to end it. They needed to go off on that last adventure. But for a lot of you, that last adventure, it eventually leads them back to Scorpio. Or vice versa. Maybe you're dealing with a water sign, right? I mean, you do have a divine pairing here. And so that's why I'm kind of like, I think these cups will come back together in some sense because, and this is really important, the person making the offer has a lot of self-respect. Making an offer of, hey, do you want to date me? Whether that person says yay or nay, it's not going to break this person because they love themselves. This person practices a lot of self-respect and self-love. So it's like they're solid. They have a solid foundation with or without this person, but they do have feelings and affection for this person. So this person may be a little bit more immature or hasn't quite reached that point of knowing what they want and feeling comfortable in their skin and who they are. So all the more reason to, I don't know who this is, it might be you, it might be them, to let this person go and like, what is that expression, like sow their oats or chase their dreams, so that way when they come to you, they're absolutely certain what they want, because right now they're still figuring it out. I don't sense this person doesn't like you anymore. If anything, I almost sense it's like they're between a rock and a hard place. Like I want to pursue this thing with Scorpio, but something about like my intuition is guiding me to go do this. So if you love them, allow them the gift of time to go and do this. Don't put your life on hold. It's very likely you may meet someone else in the meantime. But my gut reaction says eventually this is going to circle back around. And it's almost like you guys recognize something in each other. That's really what I'm getting from this. All right, so then let's read for new love real quick. For Scorpio, let's use a new deck. Why not? Let's use this one. If Scorpio is either rejecting an offer or choosing to not go down the road with someone from the past, which is so fine, right? You don't ever have to go back to the past. That's what this story is, though. It just, you know, male or female, you have a divine pairing here, right? Especially with two guys, too. Same-sex partnership, especially. Fire and water. Even if that's not, you know, sun signs, it could be someone who has a very strong fire on their chart, even if they are whatever, maybe they're a Pisces, but, you know, they're rising, their moon, their Venus is all in fire, right? It could be something like that. All right, anyway, new love for Scorpio. What's coming in if they're single and looking? What's coming in for Scorpio? Lots. The Wheel of Fortune, for one thing. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's the World. I take that back. It's the World. Gosh, you have a lot of things coming through. I just wanted this to be like a quick 1-2 punch, and that is not the case. Okay. Actually, really strong cards. So let me look at this. Do you know, like, the first thing that came to my head was like a shotgun wedding. The thing is, the cards are very strong in terms of the people coming through. So a lot of you, it seems like an offer is made, Page of Pentacles. And I'm trying for new love, guys, but here's the storyline. This is someone you're kind of sort of dating, or you kind of sort of know, or you guys are feeling each other out. It gets very serious very quick, but I think you're very pleased by it. Ace of Cups is like there's a lot of love going to this source. And again, you're practicing a lot of self-love, right? You're not loving from a place of lack. You're loving from a place of King of Cups. That is your card, right? Male or female. You may meet someone who's also very, very scorpionic or Cancerian. A lot of, there's like a lot of mystery or like psychic ability or something very kind of mystical, occult about their energy. And, it doesn't come out of nowhere. This isn't like a one-night stand. This is like after dating for a bit. And obviously there has to be a female involved here, so I'm just going to say that. Pregnancy may happen before the wedding, but it actually, and I know this is like a weird scenario. This won't always be the case, but it's almost like something about that. It confirms that you guys are like going to build a life together. And I think you actually go through with it, but it's like a shotgun wedding. Like, you're like, oh, well, I'm pregnant, so we better start planning this thing. This storyline is actually very positive. Now, I know I said I was going to read for new love. That's new-ish, but like it seems like you guys have already been dating for a bit. So there's some relationship, especially with a water sign, a Taurus, a Libra, Taurus. Yeah, the rest I'm grasping for. Maybe Capricorn. That you're kind of already are in each other's lives, and if things start off, I'm not even going to say slow. Things start off in a normal pacing, but then it gets invigorated very fast with a lot of like passion and sexuality and chemistry. A lot of you, it does lead to pregnancy, and then the wedding follows. Do you know what I mean? There's just like, but there's like this, there's this, it just feels like you're falling in love. That's really how I would put it. It's like you join worlds. And again, there's like the arrival of a baby or the arrival of a child with the Empress, the Ace of Cups, an already established couple. And it's like then it ends with the Hierophant. It ends in long-term commitment. So, yeah. A lot of water energy here. I feel bad because I said I was going to read for new love. One last time. Scorpio, you're killing me. 20 minutes, the longest one. Completely single, looking for new love. What can I tell Scorpio? Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries. Okay, if you're waiting on a Sagittarius or a Cancer, it's very possible something with that relation in their current relationship, if they're not available, something about that may actually more or less crumble. So again, if this person is in a good state of mind, if they are healthy and looking to date again, make sure they're not rebounding with you, right? But it's possible if you're waiting on someone who's already in a, I'm going to say this, a new-ish relationship, like this isn't marriage, this is people dating, it's possible that may end and you may come in. And I am wanting to say reignite flames, so I don't know if this is, it doesn't have to be someone you've ever dated, but it's someone you've definitely thought about before. Scorpio. 10 of Cups, yeah. I think you're going to be happy. Holy shit, yeah, this has a lot of wedding vibes. So that's the thing, as much as I keep asking for new love, I keep getting these 10 of Cups, Knight of Cups, 4 of Wands. Like, those are like milestone cards in a relationship, so I'm not like, there's your Ace of Pentacles. There's a victory with a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sag, an Ace of Pentacles to the 6 of Wands to the King of Wands. Or someone who's very passionate, very charismatic. Maybe it's your Sagittarius. And then there's something long-term with a Cancer where there's a lot of like mommy, daddy vibes with like the Cancer. And weddings. If you're completely single and okay, that's what this could be too. If you're completely single and looking, and again, you're practicing self-love, you're living your best life as much as you can, right? It's very possible that almost like out of nowhere, you meet someone and there's a very strong instant connection. It doesn't mean it's going to instantly lead to marriage, but down the road it could. Like you have a lot of strong cards indicating, even if it's new, this is a big presence in your life. This is a game changer is how I would say it. 10 of Cups, Knight of Cups, and the 4 of Wands. Like these are long-term commitment cards. Maybe something with a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Ooh, all right, Scorpio, that's what I got for you. You got a long one. So please, if you made it this far, like the video. Please remember to like, share, subscribe. Word of mouth is huge for my channel, so send your friends over here. Book a personal reading. That's awesome. I'm always happy to do that for you guys, and it allows me to live out my passion. That's what I love doing. So anyway, thanks for joining me, and I will see you next Monday for more tarot. Bye, Scorpio.